Good evening. The Concord Township Board of Zoning Appeals meeting for May 14th, 2025 is now in session. I would like to introduce my board. To my far left is Skip Sweeney and Ashley Garkar. I'm Ivan Valentic. To my right is Davey Rowan and Brian Falkowski. To our far right is Heather Freeman, our zoning inspector. Under the advice of our legal counsel, we ask that anyone speaking tonight must be sworn in. If you plan on speaking, please stand and raise your right hand. Okay. Do you swear that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God? If so, say I do.
I do.
Thank you. Please be seated. When presenting your case or commenting, please come to the microphone and state your name and address and confirm you've been sworn in. Heather, were the legal notices published in a timely manner?
Yes.
Perfect. Tonight we have two variances. A 3-vote majority is required to either approve or deny your variance request. First on the docket is variance application number 2025169. Jeff Tufts, on behalf of the property owners Benjamin and Jacqueline Ashbacher, is requesting a variance from section 15.04B, table 15.04-1 to allow a front building setback of 42 feet in lieu of the minimum 50-foot setback required. A second variance is requested from section 15.03A10 and 15.03A7 to allow the attached accessory building garage to be 1,152 square feet in lieu of the required 1,024 square feet permitted. This is for the property located at 7285 Christopher Court, also known as parcel number 08-A-00-G-00-091-0. First, Heather, if you could give us a quick little summary of this application.
Yes, I'd be happy to. Okay, I'm going to have a couple slides up on the screen here in 1 second here. Just up on this slide here, I have an overhead map and aerial view of the parcel that's outlined in red there. The subject property is located on Christopher Court, which is part of the Concord Hills subdivision, which is off of Morley Road. It's zoned R1 residential, and it contains approximately 0.510 acres of land. It's currently developed with a single-family dwelling that has an attached 2-car garage, a storage shed in the backyard, and an above-ground swimming pool. The backyard is also enclosed by a wood privacy fence. As proposed, the applicant is wishing, I'm going through too many. As proposed, the applicant is wishing to construct a front porch onto the existing home and expand the existing attached garage. Included just a few images up here for you. The one photo in the top left-hand corner is a street's view of the residence, I think from 2024. The site plan on the right-hand side is like a survey map, and I've highlighted in blue there. You can see where the front porch addition would happen on the front of the home and where the garage addition would happen on the existing attached garage. And then the rendering in the bottom left-hand corner was provided by the applicant, just an architectural rendering of what the home would look like if the variances were approved and the construction were to happen. The proposed additions are not going to meet the minimum front yard setback. It's 42 feet instead of the minimum 50 feet required, and the garage size is going to exceed what is permitted under section 15.04B, or I'm sorry, 15.03 A10 and 7, which states that the attached accessory building, in this case the garage, cannot exceed the 1,024 square feet.
Okay.
That's it.
Any questions for Heather? No? Go ahead, sir.
Okay, my name is Jeff Tufts. Appreciate the opportunity to talk to you this evening. Ben Ashbacher is the homeowner, my son-in-law. We intend to put this project in place.
You've been sworn in?
Yes, sir.
And can you state your address for the record?
My address is 7154 Lancaster Court, same neighborhood that he's.
Okay, thank you.
And property here is 7285 Christopher Court.
Okay.
The garage is an addition of a third bay. The family has both a classic car, 2 classic Harleys that will occupy that bay. Also, the full-size pickup truck is what's a normal vehicle for Ben. So it's difficult to park in the 20-foot garage that's there right now. The porch across the front is taking place of the uncovered front stoop that's there now. So it's in line. It is 8 foot deep rather than a 6 foot deep, just to provide a little bit more walk around and then maintain the roof line with the attached garage going in. The dimensions of the garage, 32 by 36, keeps the roof line consistent, keeps the visual appearance similar to others in the neighborhood. The ability to go backwards on the lot isn't there without a different variance because of the tapered shape of the lot. The back corner would start to intrude on the side clearance. So again, just extending the front garage forward by 8 feet in line with the porch.
Okay, and so on the garage, so I understand the sketches, there's a double door on the front and a single. Is there another door on the side as well?
Back.
Oh, that's on the back. So you
It's
can
on the
go
back
through.
for a drive-through.
Okay, is the entire roof on the house getting redone or just the addition?
The addition over the garage. It'll carry the existing roof line out over an existing bay.
Or are you gonna reshingle the
Oh,
whole?
the entire roof is getting reshingled,
On,
yes.
on the whole,
Whole
entire
house.
whole house? And what about the siding,
Siding's getting replaced, also whole house.
whole house? Okay. I don't have any questions. Anyone else have any other questions? No.
So the new garage that you guys are looking at building will fit the pickup truck?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Anything else, Ashley? Skip, you're good? Yep. Any questions, sir? No? You can be seated.
Thank you.
I'd ask if there's anyone else speaking for this appeal that'd like to come up? Or is there anyone that's speaking against this appeal that'd like to come up? Okay. If there's no further questions, the public hearing for application 2025-169 is now closed. Can I get a motion to approve? Oh, I'm sorry. I should do the two separate motions. Yeah. Okay. Can I get a motion to approve variance application 2025-169 for the first variance request to allow the front building setback of 42 feet in lieu of the 50 feet required?
I'll make a motion to approve the variance request.
Second.
Second. Okay. Okay, so, any discussion, or do I have to wait? So it's moved in second, so I need discussion for you guys?
Yeah, I like the drawings. I think it looks good. I think we're talking about 8 feet, not like a 20, adding 20 feet on. So I don't think it's, we're not asking a lot, or they're not asking a lot here. I think it'll improve the value of the house, improves the neighborhood. I have no issues with the front porch or the 8-foot extension.
I agree. I think it's consistent with the neighborhood, and I think it's a nice way to enhance the property.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of just addressing the Duncan factors, I don't think that it would hold up in terms of, it meets most of the Duncan factors. I don't want to go through it, but I think it's such a great proposal. It looks great. I don't think there's any other way of doing it, honestly. It's going to add to the neighborhood, add to the value of the house itself. It's a great all-around deal, and I think what they're asking for is minimal.
Okay. Okay, then the question is on the approval of variance 2025-169 for the first variance only to allow a 42-foot setback. A yes vote approves the variance, no vote denies it. Heather, please call the vote.
Mr. Falkowski,
Yes.
Mr. Rowan,
Yes.
Ms. Garkar,
Yes.
Mr. Sweeney,
Yes?
Mr. Valencic.
Yes, that variance is approved. The second variance we need a motion for is to allow the attached accessory building garage to be 1,152 square feet and in lieu of the maximum 1,024 square feet.
So moved.
One second.
Okay, any discussion on the square footage? Again, I think it's fairly minor and it all ties together fairly well.
And I think as they stated, they can't go back because then they encroach on the property line. And then other variances come into play. So Same thing. I don't think they're asking a lot. Again, adds value.
25 square feet.
Same comments as
Okay.
I said before.
Yep.
Let's vote.
All right. Again, the question is on the approval of variance application 2025-169 for a secondary variance of 1,152 square feet in lieu of the maximum 1,024 square feet. Heather, please call the vote.
Yes.
Mr. Owen,
Yes.
Ms. Garkar,
Yes.
Mr. Sweeney,
Yes.
Mr. Falkowski,
Yes.
Mr. Valensek.
Yes, your second variance is approved. Good luck with your project. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
good luck.
Okay, next on the docket is a variance. If you guys want to take off, you can take off. Feel free. The next is a variance application 2025-170 of Willer Fence Company on behalf of the property owner. Sir and Sholanda Column is requesting a variance from section 34.04A to allow a 6-foot tall fence to project 14 feet into the front yard of the corner lot in lieu of the maximum permitted 4 feet tall fence. This is on the property located at 8267 Chandler Court, also known as parcel number 08-A-B-01011-011-0. Heather, can you present the case
Sure.
when you're ready?
All right, just have an overhead map over here on the screen for you. The subject property is a corner lot. It's located in the northeast corner of Chandler Court and Summers Drive. You can see the parcel approximate lot lines outlined in red here. This is in the Eagle Point subdivision, which is located off of Colburn Road. It's zone R2 Residential Conservation Development District, and the lot is approximately 0.2587 acres. It's currently developed with a single-family dwelling that has an attached 2-car garage. There's a shed on the property and a newly constructed patio area as well. As proposed, the applicant is seeking a, let's switch to the next slide here. Oops, sorry. As proposed, the applicant is intending to erect a 6-foot tall white privacy fence that would project 14 feet out from the right side of the house there, and then go east about 75 feet, where then it would go north 40 feet along the rear property line. Pursuant to section 3404A, fences that project into any front yard, including a corner lot, shall not exceed 4 feet in height. I did provide a relatively new photo of the house and the vegetation that exists there. Thought it would provide some context for where the fence is going to go.
So it's that section that kind of turns and abuts the house, that 14-foot.
Yeah, if you come out towards the street,
You're facing the street.
yeah, then you're limited to 4 feet.
Okay.
And that's what they'd like to do. They like to come out 14 feet. So,
That's what I thought. I just wanted
Yeah.
you to clarify for me.
Yep.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Nathaniel Polskonka, I've been sworn in.
Hey, can you state your address for the record?
Oh yeah, 10228 Station Road, Columbia Station, Ohio, 44028. Heather, is there any way you could pull up the first slide?
yeah, we
Like
can
point to it?
get that back up for you. This right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fence is gonna go on the inside of these arborvitaes, about right here, and then turn this way. There's a mailbox, a community mailbox right here, and it's on that corner lot. You got that nice backyard patio. But when he walks out there, there's about a car every 5 minutes or 15 minutes that pulls up, and they're very sad because they don't have any privacy, and it's very awkward to be in that backyard. And so it's unfortunate. It's like that. Everybody else gets a 6-foot tall privacy fence and a little bit of privacy in their backyard, but this corner lot, so they just want to very minimal. They don't want to go all the way to the road. They back close towards their house, minimal impact. A nice beautiful white vinyl fence.
And you say, is it going on the inside, between the arborvitae and the house?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So it's not going to be like closer to the road. So I think that's minimal as far as like intrusive on the road. It doesn't block any view from like if you're driving cars or anything, but it would increase the value of that house because nobody, when they go and view it, they want to move to that house. it's a little bit, intrusive. And the fence would fix it, and it would be really nice. But
It's not going out past the garage, it's tying in like middle, kind of the,
it's not even going all the way up to the front of the house. It's
Yeah,
like
that's-
25, 30 feet, like kind of like where the garage would end,
Yeah.
just to kind of give a little bit of that privacy where you can't, like if you're on the road there, you can still see and hear into the backyard. But yeah, that kind of stuff.
okay. Do you have a question? No. You're good?
This might be a question for Heather. That street, so that, obviously it's a corner, it dead ends. And then there's it looks like there's an offshoot potentially for, I don't know if those are driveways or other streets.
Those are at the end of the Summers Drive. It's a temporary turn. It's a hammerhead turnaround.
Okay.
It's just if the parcel ever gets developed to the east of that, they could put the road through and another subdivision could connect into Summers Drive. So it's just a turnaround for right now.
Okay.
Brian, any questions on your end?
No, thank you.
Ashley? Good?
Okay.
Skip, you're good?
I have a couple questions. Do you know, you're not the owner, right?
No, nope.
Will you be doing the work?
Yes, Wildlife Fence Company. Yep.
Okay. You pointed out a community mailbox area. What type of development is this?
Just a normal subdivision
Heather, I
with,
think-
with quarter-acre lots.
Yeah.
So usually what they do is they don't have the mailboxes on the porch like you would see in an urban setting, and they don't have them on the road like you'd see in a country setting or a
All
larger
right.
development. So popular development logic was creating those communal mailboxes,
Right.
easy for USPS people.
I wonder, is that dictated by the Postal Service sometimes?
Well, I don't
There's
know.
no developments?
It is.
Okay.
Did they know that was going to be the case when they moved in there?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you know if there's any?
Wait, Skip, just so if it wasn't clear, the variance is only for that 14 feet that faces Chandler Court.
Right.
Everything on the side is allowed to be
So it's
constructed
right
without a
here.
variance.
So this
Right.
is his property. This is the street, and right here is the mailbox. This green is the fence. So
Right.
if this was not a corner lot, it would be the side. So they're not even going up in front of the house. It's on the side,
Right.
and the mailbox is
And-
approximately here,
It would block it. The mail. It would
across the street.
And it's 6 feet instead of 4 feet.
Right.
Right. Right. So
Because it's a side.
yeah. No.
Technically a side because it's a corner.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm just trying to figure out, does the neighborhood have any homeowners association bylaws or rules?
I think there is a HOA. Yeah.
Are they okay with it?
Yeah, as long as it passes the variance and it has a permit through Heather and the zoning, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. they're
All right, because
perfect with
I
it.
know, I mean,
I mean,
we all live in,
but does it
a lot of
matter?
us live in developments, and we know that can be touchy.
But I don't know if it matters to us as the
It
BZA.
doesn't.
HOA, whatever their rules are, their rules, but as long as they're following.
Well, did anybody in
Zoning.
that development get notice,
They-
other than the abutting owners? Or did the abutting owners get notice of this?
So there's no abutting
Oh,
owners.
yeah, so we notified any properties that abut this property, which actually includes the HOA, because the HOA owns a parcel to the east of this.
Right.
So yes, we did,
Oh, so they got notice?
yes, they did get notice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But also, I think
Coincidentally.
Yeah,
if we
Yeah.
approve it and HOA doesn't, that's not our fault.
correct, yeah.
That has
It-
nothing-
As
Right,
we
we
tell
don't have
every
any-
property
okay,
owner.
you're
HOA
right.
says
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
they still can't do it.
It's when it's only if their rules interfere with, they can't say oh, you can have it, and then they do it, but they didn't get our approval
Right.
because it didn't meet the requirements. Then that's an
Okay.
issue. But the other way, I don't think that's an issue.
Okay. And then I know this doesn't matter, but do you know what the status is of the through development there?
No future development, but the lot behind that house would be another corner lot.
Right.
It'd be another.
Okay. Well, I don't know if it would be or not, but
Well, so really, right now it's allowed 6 foot on the back side of the house, right?
So maybe I should clarify. So anything, like if, maybe we could pull up the map. I'm sorry. Can we pull up a map?
I didn't mean it like.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'd rather talk it out.
So anything that comes, so you see the south side of the house. Any
is
fence
what?
that projects towards the road can only be 4 feet tall. So if he was going to take it from the back corner of the house and just go straight out and cut right through his patio, he wouldn't need a variance. But that cuts off usable yard space. So the fact that he wants to bring it 14 feet closer to Summers Drive, which is technically another front yard because you have 2 front yards on a corner lot, that 14 feet plus the whole 75 feet going down technically can only be 4 feet tall.
Oh, I see.
But
So it is a variance to ask for. It's a 2 foot variance. Like
where the
we-
hammerhead is, that they don't need a variance for that.
So the parcel to the east of this parcel is permanently protected open space.
Oh.
It will not have a house
Okay.
constructed on there. We don't know if and when the property to the east will ever get constructed. It's owned by somebody privately.
Conservation easement or conservation development?
We don't know. I mean, that
Okay.
parcel, if it came up for sale and a developer wanted to develop it,
I guess
but-
Owned by a person.
My question is more.
correct, an individual.
Yeah.
My question is more is if they develop that road, let's say they put a road in, at that time, that becomes another frontage then, doesn't it? Because now you've got 3, it's another corner
No,
lot.
no, Yeah.
Because it's a hammer, it doesn't mean that's the way.
Right
to
now,
do
it's
it.
not.
the other,
The road is not intended
Yeah.
to go that way. That's just the way to allow the car.
Okay, that's what I wasn't sure about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not that way.
And
for
it doesn't,
future
you know, it
roads.
doesn't matter.
yeah, the
right
hammerhead
now.
would be removed and the road would go through.
Gotcha.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
what
that's
you're
just-
saying.
It's not going behind their house.
Correct.
Okay, that's
Yes.
okay. That makes more sense now. Okay, I'm good.
I learned a new word tonight.
Hammerhead. All right. Anything else, Skip? You're good?
No, I'm good, thanks.
All right, thank you. You can be seated. Is there anyone else here speaking for or against this appeal that'd like to come up? If there's no further questions, the public hearing for variance application 2025-170 is now closed to the public. Can I get a motion to approve variance 2025-170?
So moved.
Second.
All right, discussion? I'm good with it.
I'm good
It's
with
2
it.
feet.
It's not impeding like traffic, view of the, for traffic. It's
It's far.
corner lots are tricky.
Yeah.
They're not going out to the road.
It seems
Yeah.
very de minimis, and there's a logical reason for doing it. I'm good with it.
I like that there's some landscape in front of it.
Absolutely.
So we're not just looking at. Okay. If that's, so the question is on approval of variance application 2025-170. A yes vote approves the variance, a vote no denies it. Heather, please call the vote.
Can I just address the Duncan factors
Go.
real quick? It seems that every time we apply the Duncan factors in these cases, like 3 or 4 of the 7 are really the ones that are important. And I don't want to exclude the others, but in terms of this application, I don't believe that this is we don't believe that this is a substantial variance. The character of the neighborhood, I don't believe is going to be affected at all. It might even be improved. I wanted to know if the owner knew about the restrictions and other things beforehand. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt on that. I don't think that's a huge deal. And can he solve this by some other manner? I'm not really sure about that. I don't think they can. So I think that the Duncan factors benefit him in this case.
Okay,
Just to cover it.
okay.
Okay,
You want to call the vote?
sure. Ms. Garkar,
Yes.
Mr. Sweeney,
Yes.
Mr. Rowan,
Yes.
Mr. Falkowski,
Yes.
Mr. Valensik.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Your variance has been
Thanks.
approved. All right, we do not have minutes from last month to review. Our next meeting is on June 11th, 2025.
11.
The Concord Township Board of Zoning Appeals meeting for May 2025 is now adjourned.
Thanks all.